This is a review of the Oileus or Oileus 16-foot sun shelter beach canopy. And this is the box it came in. Here's a razor blade, a box cutter for reference. All right, let's open her up. All right. So it comes in a bag. Oileus. Oileus. Handles for carrying around. Great big tarp in here. Poles, stakes, sandbags. There's your instructions. All right, let's put it together. The 3 points all have straps coming off of them, and that's what you attach to your sandbags or your stakes or both. It looks like in the manufacture process they accidentally made this a parachute. They've got these three things stitched together, the three ends. So it's literally a triangle with the three ends stitched together. So maybe I bought a parachute on accident. Anyway, well, I mean, you've got the ends of these. If you've ever assembled a tent, the ends of the poles go in these, and these are all right here. All three ends right here. But they're sewn together. So we'll do that and hope for the best. Alright, finally got it up. So I wasn't expecting it to actually be 16 foot legs or 16 foot sides of the triangle, but it is pretty big. I'll flip the camera around here in just a moment. So basically you have 3 poles, each starts on the ground and then goes up and over and ends on what I'll call a ridge. So 3 poles, they all do that exact same thing. I'm not familiar with this. I mean, I grew up with tents and went camping a lot with tents, but these actually have captive sleeves where the end of the pole just stops in the sleeve. And one end of the pole's kind of got a rounded piece of black plastic on it. I guess that's to protect the fabric here at the end of the sleeve. But anyway, that's how that works. Again, each of the poles, there's probably, in fact, there's usually some kind of tie up at the top. I can't see it, and I'll find it when I take it back down in a few minutes, but there's usually a tie up there to hold those poles together. Yeah, so each of the poles, again, starts on the ground, goes up and over to the ridge of the other side, like this one on this side. So it's pretty much exactly the same on each side, except on one side that ridge goes all the way down to about a foot off the ground. I guess that's to let airflow under. And for reference, I call that maybe 14 to 16 inches off the ground. And each of the ridges has a guy line loop, which, as well as this thing catches air, I guess is pretty necessary. Again, the whole package came with stakes and with what they call sandbags, but you could use any other bag just as well as those as sandbags. So I'm 6 foot, and it says 7 foot in the middle. I would not call it 7 foot. I'd call it about 6'2" in the middle. So stepping on the inside, again, I'm 6 foot. Maybe 6'3", 6'4" in the middle. All right, so one last walk around. Yeah, I'm not sure why this does not have a loop down here. Probably sew a strap in that before we go to the beach with this. This really needs to be tied down here from the bottom, because even with that top guy line right there on this back wall, with that top guy line tight, the bottom's going to flap like a flag in the wind. Continuing to walk around. It's not quite as tall as it said it was, but it's tall enough. It's just your standard tent pole attachment. You've just got a little metal clip. It's just a straight piece of metal that sticks into the end of the pole. That's it, and it's just held in there by tension. I'm pretty pleased with it. I mean, 75 bucks is a lot for this little bit of material that you get, but yeah, it seems like not a bad deal. If it turns out awful or wants to blow away at the beach, even with the sandbags in the sand, I'll post a follow-up review. But generally, it seems like a pretty good price. It's definitely not a great price at $75 delivered on eBay. I'm not sure about Amazon, if it's even there. But yeah, we'll see. Looks pretty good so far.